Hello and welcome to my rules explanation slash walkthrough of the classic of modern board gaming Carcassonne. The reason I'm doing this video is, like I said just now, like a sentence ago, Carcassonne is a classic. There's like 90 expansions for it. You can find it at pretty much any board game store or hobby store. It's immensely accessible. You can play it pretty much anywhere. It doesn't have, it can have a big footprint depending on how much you put, like how you build your area of France. But the reason it's kind of come into my mind recently is one of the members of our game group got Star Wars Carcassonne, and we were playing that, and that's a very enjoyable variant of Carcassonne. But there's so many, so this is kind of just an overview of Carcassonne rules. Each expansion kind of brings a different rule, each variant. Granted, I've only played the Star Wars variant. I think I've only played Carcassonne proper like 6 times. But this is the sort of thing that like you'll see at board gaming events. And you can get this app. So let's go ahead and play. We're going to play against a fierce egoist because I want to lose. And this is me. And we're not going to play with the Abbot. The Abbot is one of the expansions. When you get the digital port of this, actually, if you register with Asmodee Digital, if you haven't already, or if you log in with Asmodee Digital, you'll get this expansion. They'll just give it to you, which is kind of nice. And you can buy the river. Well, I enjoy the river. We play with the river. I think the river comes standard with the big box re-release of the board game. Okay, so this game does not make any pretense to try to get you more into the. Essentially, it's not trying to get you to sort of like in the like RPG mindset of like an eclipse or something that makes you feel like you're kind of in space, at least in the digital port. This is just saying, hey, do you want to pretend like you're sat at a table playing a game? I got the game for you. You can see my table here, and here's the tiles that we're laying in our tile laying game. So instead of doing something like, I don't know, I guess could have been cheesy, as like a, hey, let's build up Carcassonne in France. To just like, hey, why don't you pretend like you're playing with real people? What do you think about that? Okay. So based on what we can see so far, you have tiles. Down here, it'll show you which tile is currently being pondered. Up here, these are the number of meeples that each player has still in their pool to be able to be placed. This is victory points. This is remaining tiles, and that's pretty much it. Let's talk about what we can do with our meeple. We can put them on roads, and then I believe that they're called thieves when we put them on roads. When a road is completed, so you'll see, we'll see later on that you can have like junctions or cities or monasteries that roads can finish in. When a road is complete, whoever has the most thieves on the road will get 1 point per tile that road is made up of. If me and the AI have an equal number of meeple on the road, we'll both get the full amount of points. And in a 2-player game, that's a wash. I don't see any reason to actually score it. But I'm not actually scoring it because the game's scoring it. But in real life, I would say just leave it be. It's the same effect. Now, here's my problem. So I hear myself saying it too. These little pieces are, this is called a meeple in board gaming. I don't want to condescend to you. I'm just trying to explain the sort of cognitive dissonance that I'm having right now, because I don't like the word meeple because it sounds like people, which is plural. And so then if we're talking about multiple meeple, is it like moose? Is it singular and plural? It drives me bananas. But we're not going to call just one a merson because it sounds weird. Everything sounds weird about this. So I'm just going to call these dudes. And I'm not meaning to imply that they have any gender either. They're just dudes. This is my little yellow dude, that's a little pink dude. Okay. So, thieves on roads. You can have farmers in fields, and they score at the end of the game. Now, it's just to briefly go back to the thief. Once a road is complete and you score for that road, this meeple, fudge, this meeple, dang it, this, I'm just going to call it meeple. I obviously can't stop myself. Is going to go back into this pool. So then they can be redeployed. But if you deploy a farmer who goes to sleep in this field, he or she, they're out there until the end of the game, for end of game scoring. We'll talk about what that entails after we talk about the city, which you can kind of see a little outline of here. If you're familiar with Carcassonne as an actual, like, physical IRL place, you know that it's made up, like, it's just this, it's a gorgeous fortified area. And that's what you're trying to emulate here. So if you complete, like, let's say we put this here and we put a meeple in here, I can't stop myself. Then we would get, for a completed city, we would get 2 points per tile that is included in that. So this city would give me 4 points. And then the little dude comes back to me. Now the fields, when you put a dude in a field, he is worth 3 points for every completed city in that field. And fields are enclosed by roads. So that's something to also think about. You can get a lot of points in the end game. Now, any roads that are not complete, any cities that are not complete, will still score at the end of the game. Roads will still be worth 1 per tile, and cities will also then become worth 1 per tile that's included in it. So we actually are going to go ahead and put our city here, and we're going to confirm it. And we are going to put our dude in here, and that'll complete that city, which will give us 4 points, 2 per tile. Alright, and the AI moves pretty quickly. This is great, this is happening already. This is a monastery. In the monastery, you're going to place, and if you have a dude on it, let's say I put it here, when there are tiles in all the 8 spaces around it, so orthogonally and diagonally adjacent, then I will get 9 points, 1 per tile included in that little 9 sum. So I definitely want that to be a thing. Now the question is, where do I want it to be a thing? I think I'm gonna put it here, try to quell this road building a little bit. And I already have 3 of my 8 sides covered. So we'll confirm that. I like to keep at least 1 meeple in my stable in case I get a monastery, because it's just free points. Okay, so they're building out this city. Now, let's see. Legally, so this is showing where I can legally play some bits. I am going to put this road over here, and I'm going to deploy a meeple onto the road. I don't know why it went over there to that little jumping one. Okay. Now, the AI can't place another meeple on this road because there's already one on it. And they can't place another one in the city because there's already one in the city. Now let's see. Let's look at this one. If we put this like this, I couldn't put a meeple on the road because there's already a thief on that road. But I could put a meeple in the city and hope that these two are going to get connected. So I think that that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Now, I wouldn't be able to, if I put the city here, I wouldn't be able to put a meeple in it because there's already one in it, right? I just can't, I'm not allowed to do that. So let's go ahead and put this here to expand that road that I have that guy on. I got to keep track of how many guys I have left. Okay, this is not ideal, but we'll take it. Alright, we're going to put it here, and we're going to put a meeple here. Come along, and hope that I can connect those two there. So I'm trying to sneak into the city. No! Closed me off. That cheeky so-and-so. That's cool. Okay. Well, let's... I guess let's put this like... So that's telling me that there is no possible tile that can go in here, which is good to know. So I don't want to do that then. I don't know. I can't put it there. So we can start... You know what? Let's have it connected to our existing road, and we'll start a new city up here. Excuse me. Trying to box me out. Okay. We're gonna put this like this. So go ahead and start a new monastery. This one I'm a little worried about. Hopefully I can find something that'll fit in there. This is cool. I'm gonna use this to sort of slink around. Oh, you ragged. Alright, that's fine. We're gonna use this to sneak around down yonder probably. And so I can either go in this one or in this field. I'm not gonna go in a field yet because I only have one guy left. I gotta free up a guy. Let's see. Not gonna be freeing up a guy with that draw. So let's go ahead and put that there. Now, ideally what I want to do is block him off there, which I won't be able to do with that. Ooh, but I can put this here, which will get me involved in this city. Now these shields are worth an additional amount of points, however many points the tile is worth. So if the city is completed, which it will be in a second, it's going to be 2 per tile with an additional 4, 2 for each of these shields. So it'll be 4, 8, 9, 10, it'll be 20 points. So we'll both get 20 points. So I'm definitely going to put it there because that's the only piece that'll fit in there. And do I want to go ahead and take this field? I am going to free up a guy. Yeah, I want to take that field now. All right, 18. Did I count wrong? Maybe those guys are only worth 1 extra point. No, 8 more points. Ooh, another monastery. Alright, we'll put it there. Alright, now I really have to free up a guy this turn. Ideally, I'll be able to place something here. Yay! Which will free up my monastery over here. Wonderful. Okay, so how does this affect my... Oh, he closed that one off. So it doesn't affect that. We're going to play that there, and we're going to take that. So it'll be hard for him to come in here. What I would like to do... can't do that yet. Alright, this little guy to worry about. Just gonna do that. Curvy road. I could put it here and get this monastery guy back. I'm not against that. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Some easy little points there. We'll go ahead and do this, which will free up this guy and get me 4 points from him. Yes. Okay. That's what I wanted. Stay out of my city. Yeah, I'm giving him 4 points, but I'm also locking down all this for myself. Hopefully I'll be able to seal that off. I can. Is there something I want to do instead? No, no. Alright, let's go ahead and seal this off. And we'll put a guy on this road. No. Well, oh, he's already got a guy in the field over here. Okay, that's fine. I could close out a city. I could extend a road. Let's do this, and we'll put a guy in the city. Because my dream had kind of been to make this one big road, but somebody jumped on that. I actually don't know where this road could end. Huh. Should I just finish that? I don't know. I guess we can go like this and start a new city for myself. Still a fair amount of tiles left. I could finish that city. No, I couldn't. I could finish that city. I'd rather go like that. I don't want to give this egoist the opportunity to jump into this little city I'm making. Well, now that won't go there. I guess we'll finish that city. Getting my guy back wouldn't be the worst thing. Oh, I have this road down here I have to think about too. I don't want to be a part of, well, I don't know. If I could get, let's do that. We'll do that. We'll make this city big. And I'm going to be a part of it. Now I have a road like this. I don't know where I thought this road up here was going to be able to go, because I'm trying to open this up now. Oh, Rachel. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, that's great. That's perfect. Oh, dang. Dang. Talk about perfect. That was beautiful. Beautiful for them. Let's do that. I'm trying to sneak my way into that city. Sneaky. Finish that road. Ooh, I can finish that road. Let's go and finish that road. I don't know what that achievement is. I can't play that there. I guess I could play that. Let's go there. Why can't I go? Oh, because of the road. What cow? Oh! Alright, we'll do that. No. I feel like all the monasteries are out. I guess that shows which fields are accounted for. That's pretty cool. What does this do? Oh, it changes the camera angle. Let's put here. I know a place where that would have been perfect. Alright, let's put that there. Do I want this field? Yes, I do. Oh, they changed the look of the finished roads. That's what the cost. Yeah, this is not my first time playing this game, but it certainly seems like it. Alright, let's finish that guy. Oh no, we can never connect these two. Son of a... Grand. Dang. Okay. Well, what does that mean for me? It means I want me to be involved in some sort of point-making scheme. I want to connect those two then. This makes me so sad. Yeah, that'll do. That'll give me some more points, and I guess I'll go in that field. Oh. Well, I'm glad I didn't get that because I didn't save one guy for the end. Okay, so final scoring. We're going to go roads first. So anybody still on a road gets 1 point per tile that is making that little baby road. And then we'll do cities, monasteries. I completely forgot about that monastery. That's embarrassing. And fields. So remember, this is 3 additional points per completed city that it is adjacent to. And I won the game against the fierce egoist. I am a wizard. I don't know why they did that. Okay, so let's look back at the board for a second. I want to look at the field scoring. Because this is something I didn't really understand when I started playing. So this farm, where's my farmer in the field? Well, it doesn't matter, I guess. Any farmer that I have in this field, this is all one field right here. Because it's not broken by roads. So this field is separate from this one because of that road. And they do a good job of showing which cities are complete. They put these cute little buildings and the flags. These cities aren't complete yet. Boo-hoo. This is a field that's shown with that color and to contradict or to like counteract which ones aren't. I'm pretty sure purple had a field. Yeah, this little guy down here is a field. So yeah, that is Carcassonne. And I guess with this, there's multiplayer. And there's a couple of expansions that aren't really expansions, like the Abbot. The river is a great way to change the game as well, because it changes your starting tile. I think our starting tile was like this one, and or one of, I don't know, it's just not important. And it there's a river, hence the river, that kind of flows through that you have to build. You build the river and then you can build adjacent to the river. It's neat. It changes things a little. But as I usually say in these things, I mean, don't worry about the expansion until you feel like you've gotten a lot of play out of just the base game. I don't think that the, like, definitely get a feel for it, get comfortable with it. And then win your games. Win your games. So yeah, well, I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day.